Hello and welcome to Peter Card in the UAE. Hello there, as I just said, my name is Peter Card. Hello, family and friends and strangers. I have just accepted a position in the UAE and just arrived yesterday. This is my first full day. Want to try to do something a little bit different. I know there's lots of blogs, there's lots of Facebook posts, but I haven't seen that many live videos. So I was going to try to combine some live video in a blog, plus the ability to maybe answer some questions and post photos all in one, because that's how I roll. So it's going to be some video, some recorded video, and also some pictures, and then some PowerPoint giving some information. Trying to do it all in one. Obviously, I don't know a whole lot right now, so I'll just be sharing my experience. So if you want a seasoned person who's been here a long time, you won't get that here. This is just going to be as it happens to me, as I remember each day. So let's get this party started. I'm going to be switching back and forth through several screens, so you just have to bear with me sometimes. All right, Peter Garden UA. Day one is going to be leaving and arriving, my experience on American Airlines, Etihad Airways, Abu Dhabi International Airport, and Novotel Hotel. All right, two topics in American Airlines, where is Terminal N, and bags, bags, bags. So, um, maybe this was just my ignorance, but coming in, I thought it was an international flight. In Atlanta, we have an international terminal and we have a domestic terminal. I initially went to the international terminal. That was the wrong spot. It said Terminal N, which I had been to this airport several times and I had never heard of Terminal N, which made me think maybe that was international. Ends up being it's the North Terminal at the very far end. American Airlines was the flight that I was going in with, and then going to Chicago, and then from there Etihad Airways. I want to talk about bags really quickly because you're allowed two 50-pound bags and a carry-on and a personal bag, which basically means two carry-ons. Um, I knew I was going to have to pay for one additional bag because I just couldn't get down to two 50-pound bags. So I went in knowing I was going to have to pay for a third one. The third bag was $137, which wasn't bad considering packing all the stuff I have. But what threw me a little bit for a loop was that my one of my bags was over 50, and paying the overages on that one was just like paying for another bag. It was $100 or somewhere close there. I kind of got a hookup there at the airport, but packing it super tight and loading it down, you might as well get another bag. It may even be cheaper than paying overages. And overages aren't unlimited. It was overages up to 70 pounds. Other than that, they just wouldn't take it at all. You would just have to take something out or put it in one of your other bags, which may make one of them over. So just so you'll be aware of that. It may be worth it if you feel like you need to bring all the stuff over. All right, so now let's go back to the next thing here. Etihad Airways, bags, bags, bags again. And how do you say awesome in Arabic? So, Etihad Airways was in Chicago. You don't have to deal with your checked bags. They automatically will be taken from your American Airlines Etihad Airways. You do have to get back in line though to get your baggage, not your baggage ticket, your boarding pass. You have to get your boarding pass by going back in line. One thing that was a little different here was um, they wanted to weigh your carry-ons and they had to be a certain weight. And if they weren't a certain weight, then you were supposed to take things out of it until it got lower. I went and got mine weighed, which I initially just went to ask a question and then she just weighed it anyway. But it was clear that everybody there was not getting their carry-ons weighed, so I didn't try to get mine any lower. I just went and sat back down and waited till everyone got on the plane, and it was a large crowd getting on the plane, so they were not going back and trying to weigh everybody's and make sure it was a certain weight. So I just went on through with my carry-ons. I didn't even worry about trying to get it down under that. So that worked for me. Can't promise it'll work for you, but it worked for me. Second topic on the Etihad Airways is, can you say awesome in Arabic? I can't, but if I could, that's what I would use to describe this airplane. In comparison to the American Airlines plane, which held like 150 people, this airplane held about 430 passenger seats. There's 10 seats in every row. There's 3 on the left side, then there's an aisle, then there's 4 seats in the middle, then there's another aisle, and then there's 3 additional seats. There's a TV in every headrest. We had a choice of lamb, chicken, or curry something something I can't remember for dinner, with wine, beer, water, juices, sodas, whatever else you wanted. They also had a second meal during the flight. And your TV is loaded with games, movies, flight information. You can track your flight. You can use your phone, but you have to swipe your credit card or debit card. You can check your email, but again, you have to swipe your credit card or debit card. It was a long flight, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. You just had to get up and stretch a couple of times, go to the restroom a couple of times, and go to sleep a couple of times. And before you know it, you were there. Got a couple of pictures we're going to switch to of being on the airplane. So this is just me once I sat down on the plane. Then there's the televisions I was talking about. They're in every seat. They're also touch screens. They give you headphones, a blanket, a pillow. There's a wider shot of all the seats across the plane. And then there's the remote I was talking about you can use with the televisions. Here they just had a flight tracker built into the TV. You can see how far you travel. At that point, we're at 4,000 miles. Then they had a visual that tracked where you were. And then this one was pretty neat. You can see the plane that was passing in different places on the map. Zoom in feature. Also this one that had all your flight information, arrival time, time you left, speed, altitude, all those things. This one you can't really see that well. That one we're almost all the way there. That one right at Abu Dhabi. Alright, so let's go back out of that one and move to the next topic, which is Abu Dhabi International Airport. Let me go back to that one. Free carts and stepless escalators, and where do I go? Alright, I'm sure the airport is probably impressive, but when I got off that 14-hour flight, I wasn't trying to take a whole lot of pictures. There's 2 we're going to look at. One thing that was pretty neat was that the carts were free, which in the airports I've been in before, you always had to pay. So the carts were free because people had a lot of bags. It would have been very difficult to get all those without a cart. Just have to make sure on the carts that you lift up so the brake will let loose. Otherwise, it's hard to push it. Also, it was pretty cool. They had some stepless escalators. Now, not the flat ones that everybody sees in the airport all the time, but this was actually a sloped one, which would have been a normal escalator, but it didn't have any steps. So without it having steps, you could put your cart on it. Just had to be careful because when you put your cart on it, you had to first have your brake up so you could get it onto it. But immediately once you got onto it, you had to put your brake down. Otherwise, your whole luggage will take off down the incline, which mine almost happened, but put it down and saved it at the last minute. So let's look at a couple of pictures of that. There is a picture of when you first get into the main kind of like section of the airport and everything branches off of there. Then that's just me walking through. Kind of hesitant to take pictures sometimes because I don't know the culture yet. I don't know if people are offended by that. So I'm just kind of hesitant to take a whole lot of pictures. And that's me coming down that escalator. All right, moving to the next topic. Novotel Hotel. All right, looking at I'll take that passport, thanks. Where's my room? What's the bathroom like? What's on TV? So we got to the hotel, and immediately upon checking in, this was kind of weird, but I mean, it is what it is. Immediately before you get your room key, you hand over your passport and your visa. So there will be no skipping out. They'll immediately have to have them, and you don't get them back. You get a copy of it the next day before you go into orientation from the concierge, which is very important, but I'll talk more about that in orientation. That allows you to get your room key when you hand over your passport and your visa, and it is theirs, which kind of lets you know, hey, this is not America. You're not running things. But no worries, it's not to hurt you, it's just that they needed to process different things. We'll go to some photos of the hotel, which is beautiful, by the way. So this is the outside of the hotel. I actually took this one this afternoon after I took my nap. It was dark last night, obviously, but that's what it looks like from the outside. This is the lobby. Those are televisions over there on the right. I don't know if you can tell. Then this is just like a free flow fountain and a shot of the lobby, a little bit blurry there. And then my room, but I think I'm going to do the video of the room. Should have took more pictures before I got it junked up, so I'm going to start a video right here that actually shows you the room, and I'm going to the next topic, the bathroom. So let's see if I can get to that part. Hello everybody, it's me trying to get the camera from in front of my face and still see my face. Gonna do a quick video of the room. Got some still pictures, but still pictures don't always do it justice. I guess if I look there, you can see my face. Okay, quick room tour. A couple of things that's pretty interesting. All the light switches look like this. Nothing stands out from the wall. They're like push button light switches. So that one cuts off the back. There are like two different lights in the bathroom. So that's the two lights for the bathroom. Okay, everybody always wants to know what the bathroom looks like. Very kind of sleek, modern looking, nothing overly fancy. If I hit those light switches on the wall, we get the lights that are on the side of the mirror, or we get the lights that are in the roof. Then we've got this granite marble tub here. Then we got the controls, and then we got a pull-out water spray here, and we also got water coming out at the bottom. Then we got the standalone shower with two water heads. Then we got the phone at the toilet, and if you want a spray to clean yourself before you get up. If you notice in the shower, it's a little bit different. There is no drain that you see in the shower. There's just this little ridge on the floor that the water runs into. I thought I was going to flood this morning when I took a shower, but the water ran right into that ridge there. Come back out. This is also kind of interesting. None of the lights work unless you take your room key and put it in this slot right here. All the lights will go off in about 3 minutes if I pull the card out. I guess it's an energy saver, which makes sense. Got two drawers here. Then we've got one big sliding wall unit here. Back up a little bit, maybe you can see that better. That just looks like one big wall unit, but it's two sliding doors, one with the drawer side, one that has this side that lights up when you open it. Cuts back off, you open it. Then we've got just a little small snack area here and the refrigerator down below. Then we've got the flat screen, of course, on the TV, and just the desk area. Nothing fancy, but that's just my room. And the sofa. And the bed. Alright, talking very quickly because I'm going to try to limit the video to 15 minutes, and I'm quickly approaching that. Only thing I didn't discuss was what's on TV. Lots of channels, but unfortunately, guys, no ESPN. They're sports channels, but they're like soccer. I will see you next time. Day 2, orientation. Very important. See you tomorrow.